If Prince Harry and Meghan Markle weren't already seen as the epitome of royal hypocrisy, the latest budget announcement from Chancellor Rachel Reeves has thrust them back into the public eye. During her Autumn Budget 2024 speech, which was filled with significant financial reforms, Reeves took a pointed jab at the Sussexes. Among her announcements was a hefty £40 million tax relief package, but the real kicker was a staggering 50% increase in air passenger duties for private jet users, which will now cost an additional £450 per person. This new tax must feel like a rude awakening for our dear Harry and Meghan, especially as Reeves smirked and mentioned California during her address. It was hard not to notice the subtle shade being thrown at the couple's extravagant travel habits. The Sussexes have frequently faced criticism for their choice to fly on private jets while they advocate for climate change awareness. Their preferred mode of travel, a luxurious 12-seat jet costing around £5.67 million, comes complete with plush leather seating, spacious bathrooms, Wi-Fi, and desks for those moments when they need to work on their next charitable initiative, perhaps while enjoying champagne at 35,000 feet. Yes, the Sussexes claim to be committed to saving the planet, but only if they can do so from the comfort of their opulent aircraft. While Reeves' comments may have seemed aimed at former Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, they perfectly encapsulate the Sussexes' situation. With the soaring costs associated with private jet travel, one can't help but wonder if Harry and Meghan are reconsidering their extravagant flying habits. After all, who wants to fork out an extra £450 simply to maintain their high-flying lifestyle? Adding another layer to this narrative are the intriguing whispers surrounding Meghan and her social circle. A recent blind item suggested that Meghan, humorously dubbed the illiterate one, may have been banned from using a friend's private jet after treating it as if it were her own. This has sparked speculation about who this wealthy benefactor might be. Could it be Oprah or Tyler Perry? Particularly noteworthy is Tyler Perry, who has a history of assisting the Sussexes. Imagine him arriving in his $125 million jet only to find that Meghan had taken liberties with his aircraft. One can easily picture Meghan casually informing Tyler, "Oh, we're taking your jet to this fabulous destination," without a second thought. This cavalier attitude was further highlighted when reports surfaced of Meghan and Harry accepting yet another complimentary private jet ride, this time flying from Montecito to Vancouver for the Invictus Games, charging the expense to the event itself. It raises the question, do they ever use their own funds? Even when they were forced to take a commercial flight after a tour in Nigeria, it became apparent they still sought to offset costs, this time charging expenses to their charitable foundation, Archwell. The narrative emerging paints Meghan as someone who treats resources as if they belong to her, regardless of the actual ownership. While Harry may possess an understanding of the nuances of privilege, Meghan's actions suggest a strong sense of entitlement. The notion that she might book a private jet without the owner's consent seems entirely plausible given her track record. Ultimately, Meghan's perceived disregard for boundaries and her tendency to rely on the generosity of others could jeopardize her relationships. If the rumors hold any truth, she might be on the verge of losing valuable connections, like those with Tyler Perry, due to her inability to recognize social limits. In the end, the saga of Harry and Meghan's private jet drama is not merely about air travel. It's a complex web of entitlement, hypocrisy, and the ever-widening chasm between their lofty ideals and the reality they inhabit. As air passenger duties rise, we can only sit back and watch how this royal couple navigates the turbulence of their own making.